momentum coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. Caught in the backfield. It's Eakin. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding second and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the third down and short.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Red Raiders with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. To the air, it's Morton. It's complete to the right. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
On the move. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his hand down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Got the first down and more. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be... Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The give to the back. On his feet at the 40. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. You know, Oklahoma's DNA is being tough. They have a whole drill about being tough named after them, the Oklahoma drill, and they won that one.
Yeah, and we've seen that kind of come and go some throughout the years, but it started with serious physicality back in the day when they ran the option and just hit you in the mouth. But, you know, football's involved, and that's the one thing about this offense. Can they keep the physicality and assert their physicality? The good Oklahoma teams are physical.
On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Wheeler. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quarterback will keep it. Showing off the arm. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call it running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Leaves it with the running back. Kearney on the Jets. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a 3rd down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. 1st and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession and force a field goal.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fair catch is made. They'll spot it at the 7, and a long way to go for this offense. Put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Morton. There's the pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Under fire. The throw. That's caught. It's Virgil. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Red Raiders want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. trying to take it back. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
His defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it down the seam. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get... And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Morton. He's going for a big play downfield. Reels it in down the left side. He's loose. Inside the touchdown, Red Raider. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often in this one.
Looking for the two-point try. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Here comes the two-point try. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Oh, a lot of space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be.
There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To the ground. He's got it again. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. He's going to run it. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking for a gap. It's Ott. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mateer. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Sooners!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be brought down. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Snagged on the outside, it's Carter. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Morton. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Carter. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Using his feet to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Across the 25, he's got room. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Virgil. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burks. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Hauls it in down the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's up. Wide open spaces. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Time to take a shot. Snatches it on the run. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. The Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Mateer. Finds his man down the middle. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Sooners will punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Eakin. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Scanning the field, it's Morton. Right down the middle. It's complete. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive.
The give to the big fullback. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And here they come, almost all the way back.
1st and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Burks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive it together, starting from their own 12. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Might be looking to run. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Lethal weapons all over the field. That has been the standard at Oklahoma for several years.
I mean, so many guys, and they built this offense on space and speed, and it's the playmakers out wide. Listen, they've had great quarterbacks, but if you don't have guys outside, they're going to make plays. Obviously, it makes it hard to move the football. These guys, they make it easy.
Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for space. It's Ox. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win first and second down, bring their dime personnel on the field third and long, play.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
To the air, it's Morton. Shoots it to the left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He turns it loose to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20.
Oklahoma, 27. Texas Tech, 22.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Handoff to the single running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll pull it down. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
And that's a really good job by this defense because, remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Steps away. Escapes trouble. But now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They continue to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Man, this is really good complementary football so far. Like, you're down in the fourth quarter. Your defense has to get a stop. They get it, and I love the first play. We continue the momentum. Nice play on first down. Got to put this drive together. Got to get some points.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the ground.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him.
It's a seam wide open. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
Quarterback may change this route. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
Up by one, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. To throw, it's Morton. It's complete to the left. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burks. Rams him with the stiff arm. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Lost a throw on first down. Looking to buy time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's 3rd and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable 4th down if I don't complete this 3rd and long.
Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. That's caught. It's Gibson. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the 1st down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I absolutely hate that play call. At this point of the game, you're trailing, you're trying an outside run. It's a slow-developing play, eating up seconds. And if you're going to do that, at least you have to be able to get out of bounds.
Got some room in into the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They've got time here to take a shot or two, but they need to be smart. They're already in field goal range. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. Sticks it in his belly. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Now he's going to break the pocket. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Needed a little more oomph on that one. Left it a bit short. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the game. Out. It's Anderson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They go to the ground. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Takes a handoff. It's Durham. Can't get him to the ground. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Red pass, it's complete. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hill. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Talking to their coaches, they said, we are going to run the ball on the first drive of this game and really see if we can establish that line of scrimmage. You've seen that early so far, and after that explosive run, they've now set themselves up here in the red zone looking to score some points.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Trying to seal the edge on the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job of the base defense making a play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw.
Touchdown, Tigers! Fit it in the window for the score.
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. Looking downfield, it's Morton. They're working that left side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Carter. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that